All right, welcome back, guys. Episode 3 of the Hypothetical Podcast, coming all the way from Littlefield, Texas, my hometown. Had to do it to him. But here I am, joined with one of my dearest friends, very close friends, and friends for almost 7-8 years. My good friend, Mr. Adam Armstrong.
What's up, guys? My name is Adam Armstrong from Littlefield, Texas.
Yep.
You already know what's going on.
Yeah, all right. Like I said, this is my good friend. I mean, we've known each other since what? 7th, 8th grade?
7th grade.
Yep. So tell us a little about yourself, a little bit. Where you're from, what you do.
I was born and raised in Littlefield, Texas. Where I'm a senior, of course. I've been playing football since the 7th grade. I don't really do much more than that.
Hey, man, it's a small town.
Yeah, there ain't much to do here, but it's a good life if you let it be. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I just do my thing here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm back visiting for the holidays, but it's good to be back.
Yes, sir.
We chopped it up a little bit in Lubbock.
Yeah,
some of y'all may seen. I was admitted to Texas Tech University, which is here in Lubbock. So, I'm excited about that. But, I'm excited to be able to move back to my hometown because after visiting, I've realized that this place does mean a lot to me. So, it's fun to be back.
Sir, it's honest living. It's honest living here.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, me and you talked about a lot. There isn't much to do here, but you make your own fun. You make your own fun.
For sure, it's as fun as you let it be.
Yeah, that's true. But I know we didn't get the last episode out like we wanted to, but we're gonna do some of the topics that some of y'all sent in on this one. So, a really good one that I think would be able to start off on is success. Shout out to Daniel sending in the suggestion. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you for listening. But he said it's very interesting. There's a lot of depth to success, but I think a big thing is what success means to you or to the person themselves. So, what does success mean to you?
Well, when it comes to success, it just depends on the person, really. In my personal opinion, I feel like success is... Being successful in life is you reaching and accomplishing your goals that you set for yourself. So that could, like I said, it varies from different people. My being successful is making sure that me and my people is alright, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we ain't good, if I ain't good, they ain't good. They ain't good, I ain't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just, I feel like growing up in a small town, that's how a lot of people are brought up. It's because you're more family oriented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So I'm being successful. Like I said, I want to, in the future, being able to get everything you need and mostly what you want and providing for you and your family. At the end of the day, that's what my being successful is like. I don't have to have a lot of money, cars, you know what I mean? Stuff like that to be successful. As long as I know my people is alright, then I'm good. You know what I mean? As long as I can provide for them and make sure that they don't got to worry about anything, no matter what I got to do, I'm successful. I'm successful in taking care of mine because mine take care of me. You know what I mean? I know that's not necessarily answering the question in a way you might have wanted it, but like I said, success varies on different people.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not looking, and I'm sure not the person who suggested it isn't looking for a specific answer, but I think you're right. I'd like to, like success for me would meaning I don't have to struggle to do what I love, whatever that may be for me. I don't have to struggle to be able to do it.
Gotcha.
Like if I end up making the music industry, I don't want to struggle to be able to put out music. You know? But at the same time, I do want to be able to provide for those that are close to me. I like to take care of those people that took care of me during hard times. So it's I think there's like the more personal working side of it, of like I want to be able to achieve this and that, and then there's the more thoughtful family friend base around it, which I mean it's good. I think it's good if you want to help those that helped you during rough times. But I don't think it's not one of those things, there's a clear answer to it. Yeah, because it's gonna change from person to person. Like I said, my definition of success is different than yours.
Yeah.
But things like this are really fun to talk about because it's like there is no specific thing to say, so you can go on it for hours and hours. But like I said, I just like to be able to do what I love or what it is that I'm doing in that time, and don't have to struggle trying to be able to do it.
Yeah, I understand.
I know I've made it when I can do what I want to do without having to worry about how I'm gonna get it done. I think that's the best way. That's the best way I can. And I think coming out of a small town,
you do experience a lot of struggle.
You do experience a lot of struggle. And I know some people say you only grow as large as your environment, but that's not entirely true. I think me and you have grown past this town.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, like where we're from, I guess you could say there's a lot of people doing not good, even though they could. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in this town that could be very successful during these times, but at the same time, they choose a different path in life. And like he was saying, you can only be as big as where you're at. A person could be as successful as they want to be, as long as they're committed to that goal. Because if they ain't committed to that goal, they're never going to be what they want to be or do what they want to do, because you're not fully committed. You got to fully commit to something in order to reach that goal. Because if you don't, at the end of the day, you're not giving it your all. If you really want something, you'll go out and get it. It doesn't matter how you have to go get it. You will go get it.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, if that's what you choose to believe in, you can only grow as big as a place you're in. Then that's already a mindset that's gonna hurt you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I grew up. I'm still growing up in a small town. You know what I mean? And I know that I can be bigger than Littlefield, Texas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can be as big as I want to. I can be as successful as I want to be, because I have that mindset. Because if you ain't got that mindset, then why are you chasing after your goals? You know what I mean? So,
and that's not a knock on anybody that lives in a small town, because there are people in this town, in smaller towns, that they know what they're doing, and they're living a good life. But at the same time, I mean, like, I lived in the town and I'm from this area, but at the same time, I live in a larger city, Vista, California, and I will say that one thing you do miss most when you move into a larger city is the familiarity and the comforting people from a small town like this. Because the moment I got back and I had gone to a basketball tournament here in town, people were noticing me left and right,
Yeah.
And then, like, shit like that, like, it's, like you miss it. Because you move to a place and, not everyone notices you, not everyone's going to remember you, and you know that. But I know that, like, it's going to be pretty good. It's gonna be a good time when you come back. So I don't think it's possible to. Let me think. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think it's possible to grow past. Like, you can become bigger than your environment, but at the end of the day, you will look back and say, you know what? Those were some good times, and that's kind of where I'm at, because I've grown past Littlefield, Texas.
Yeah,
I think I'm bigger in the sense that I know what I can achieve, but at the same time, I know that I'm always gonna love this town in this area. So
yeah, it made you what you are. You know what I mean? In a way, you could say that. It's like, I mean, if you was never here, you know what I mean, then I'm sure you wouldn't be the person you are today. That's why I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm one to never. I mean, everybody goes through struggles every day, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you don't embrace struggling, those struggles that you go through, you're just going to be a worse person at the end of the day because you either get better or you get worse. You never stay the same. You know what I mean? That's what one of my coaches says all the time. You know what I mean? You either get better or you get worse. You never stay the same. Me, in any situation I'm in, I choose to get better. And I will forever choose to get better because if I don't, then I'm not setting a good example for the people looking up to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's something I keep in the back of my mind all the time. Somebody's always watching me. They either want to see me rise or they want to see me fall. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I know at the end of the day, as long as I keep the mindset that I have that I'm going to be successful and that I'm going to be a better person no matter what, I'm always going to rise no matter what. You know what I mean? That's the mindset I choose to have.
That's good. And we don't have to get deep into this. I mean, it's kind of hard to sometimes get into personal stories when, like a good amount of people are going to be hearing this. But you did struggle pretty hard earlier on in the year. You told me about it. Sadly, I wasn't here to be able to help. But I know. And you had good people to help you out during the time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And, but like, you didn't let it stop you. You took the help when it was needed. You weren't just like living off other people.
Yeah.
But you took the help when it was needed, and you made the most of every opportunity. And I think that's good when you capitalize
on
your opportunities. There's a bunch of good people in the world, and there are also people who will take advantage of those people.
Yeah.
And so to be able to accept help when you need it, and then capitalize on the opportunity, makes a very strong and resilient person like yourself.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I know some people. I'm not aiming this at anybody who's listening, but some people are the type to, I don't like taking help from other people or stuff like that. Well, I'm not either. But at the end of the day, if I need that help for the time being, I'm gonna take it because I know if I don't get it, it's only gonna make my struggle harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you got like we was talking about. You got to capitalize on your opportunities because if you don't, your life's just gonna be harder. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not trying to make life as easy as possible because everybody goes through struggles no matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you are or what you came from. You know what I mean? But as long as you capitalize on your opportunities and you know that at the end of the day, this can make me a better person, and then I have knowledge on situations like this. In case it happens in the future, you can't ever go wrong. You know what I mean? You can never be a horrible person. You know what I mean? It's like, as long as you don't repeat those mistakes and you learn from it, you always come out on top. But if you keep making those mistakes and you don't learn from it, it's just gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? You ain't hurting nobody but yourself. And so that's how I feel on stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, success. And I think the route to success is important as well. Like I said,
sure.
Like you capitalizing on opportunities like that, and accepting the help when needed, helping you get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Because I know your goal is to get in the Navy, and you've done a really good job. You've told me you've lost
25 pounds in less than a month and a half.
See, and not everyone's that dedicated, but you are because that's the best option for you. And so I think part of being successful is knowing what your best choice is. For you, it's a lot more clear. For me, it's not. But I have an idea of what my best option is. And so I'm going for it. That was part of me going and getting accepted into Texas Tech. Was, I was like, this is probably my best option. I've got to take it.
Yeah.
And I'm accepting the help from my stepdad. A GI Bill is going to help in plenty of ways. Without it, I'd probably have to settle for community college. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, at all.
For some people, that's just the situation. But my best option, and probably in the long run will be the best option, is going to a 4-year college right off the bat and getting and starting a career as fast as possible.
Yeah.
But I mean, and like that's my route. My route is completely different than yours.